Alright, so, where we left off, we had just learned that Lizzie was with, Steven, and Wendy, his grandma, does not like Kate. And there's a suitcase. And here's a suitcase. Here we go, lady. Here we go. What I don't understand is what that light is holding on to. It's saying something whenever I get too close. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? Not there. Not there. And only one way to go. Question is, am I going up?
I lost my shoes.
Me too.
I lost my shoes, sir.
I can't even find them.
There's arches on the green. They've taken my shoes, sir.
Howard? Howard Lantham! You open the door this instant, young man.
I lost my shoes.
Now get up. Get up.
I lost my shoes.
What on earth are you doing here, Howard?
Stephen, he told me to stay in case Lizzie phoned.
Stephen, where is he?
What are you doing with those birds?
Concentrate, Howard. Where's Stephen?
He said we couldn't help them. He took my shoes so I'd stay.
Listen to me, Howard Lantham. You find your shoes and you get to the village. Find Father Jeremy. He'll give you some soup or something. Be off with you.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna find my son. Then I'm gonna ask him what on earth he thinks he's doing.
Alrighty. Where's Mr. Light? So which way do I go? Apparently this way. Oh boy. Hopefully they got raptured off before the crash. Oh, I think I found his shoe. Oh, yeah, a little bit more.
Howard! What's happened?
Stephen, thank God. Listen, I need you to get to the junction box. See if there's a phone working. No, stay back. Don't come up here.
Oh, Christ.
Is that...
Oh.
Bloody idiots! Where the hell did they think they were going?
I think they must have thought they could walk out along the line.
Well, there won't be any more trains now.
You're a callous bastard, Stephen.
Just pragmatic, Howard. Did you say there's a working phone in the junction box?
Okay. Just heading down the road. Heading down the road. Oh, come on. This does not go very fast. Falling asleep. Lights fading. Goodbye, cruel world. It's a very menacing voice that I hear. Okay. So where did it want me to go?
Wendy? Wendy, wake up.
Eddie, is that you?
No, it's me. It's Frank.
Oh, Frank. The door was open. I didn't think Graham would mind.
I'm sure he won't. What are you doing here?
Looking for Stephen, but I just ran out of steam. And the door was open. Have you listened to the radio? I thought I heard him on the radio before.
It's all over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing. Whatever came down into the tower has got out. They've quarantined the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand?
No, we can't turn it away.
What's he talking about?
I dunno ken. But if he's on the radio, I can try and reach him on the CB. You go to Stephen's house, and if I get hold of him, I'll tell him to come and find you.
Where to next? That was just in there.
There's something in the observatory with me. I can feel it reaching out to me. when it's close, I'm overcome with the most profound sense of loneliness.
Rachel, darling, I'm sorry about taping over your music, but that is your dad and I. In case you come home, I mean, I know Mrs. Graves is looking after you over there, but just in case you come home, we wanted to let you know we're going to head over to Barb's.
Evie! Evie!
Sam, I'm leaving a message for Rachel. Are you going to say hello?
Jesus Christ, Evie, we ain't got time for this. The bloody car won't start. We're going to have to walk.
Sam, shush, it's for Rachel in case she comes back here.
But Charlie says everyone's getting together at the hall. Rachel's at the camp. She'll be fine.
Rachel, darling, anyway, listen, as I was saying, we're going to be at the village hall. We'll wait there for you. I think it's best if you just stay put and mind what Mrs. Graves tells you. We love you, darling. Bye.
You finished? Right, grab that bloody case and let's get moving. Come on.
Come on, you stupid bastard. Christ, not now. Come on. God damn bloody thing! Jesus! Come on, not now. Jesus, come on, you bastard. Start, you bastard! Come on!
I really thought he was going to get it that time. Who am I?
Stephen? Stephen, are you here? It's your mother. Answer me. Stephen! Stephen? I can hear the planes. It's the government coming to rescue us.
Close.
You can come out now. It's all gonna be all right. I can hear the jets coming. It's like when Eddie came home. It's like your dad coming home again. I'm here. I'm down here. This way.
Nope, they're dead. We're dead. How would they have even seen her anyway? This game's a lot more sad than I thought it was going to be. nothing different compared to the other games I usually play. Just waiting for something to jump out and attack me. The whole game. Oh, slow pace. Game's almost romantic if it wasn't a sad story.
Shouldn't keep on punishing me.
Some folk won't let go of this, and they've got nothing better to do than to poke their noses into other people's business. There's nothing you can do about it, son.
I'm doing a good job. I'm working hard. I swear, Mrs. Graves thinks I'll start nicking stuff if she turns her back for a second.
Liz is all right. She's one of the good ones.
Yeah, well, she's not exactly honest with her husband about what she gets up to.
None of that. You're angry about people judging you. Don't be so fast to judge others.
I'm sorry, Frank.
Keep your gob shut, your nose clean, and your head down. Do you think you can manage that?
Gob, nose, head. Got it.
And steer clear of that Rachel girl. If I've seen you two making eyes at each other, then so's her dad. And you don't want Sam Baker coming round after you. Now, pass me that socket spanner and we'll see if we can get this wheel back on.
A short time in that section. Man, for a second I thought I figured out how to run.
Can you see the observatory from there?
That's over the ridge, just past the windmill. You want to live near the station in case you need a quick getaway?
Something like that. So you and Steven, I'm sensing there's not a lot of love lost there, huh?
That's between him, me, and the cows.
You're gonna have to explain that one for me.
It's nobody else's business. Look, you seem all right to me. You don't want to worry about that lot in the village.
Provided I'm left alone, I'm happy. Steven's the one who likes to be at the center of things.
No change there, then.
Francis Appleton. You are a bad man. No wonder your sister won't talk to you.
Alright. Kate doesn't have her name on the rock, but Liz does. be in Eddie's. Wow. Steven lives at 2 places. Rachel Grace has the Rachel Girl on there. Okay, so where is LA? Here's what I need to do. Oh. So where am I going? Inside here.
Breaker 9, call in on 9. This is Lost Cowboy looking for anyone out there. Hello? Breaker 19. Breaker Travelin Sherlock. Charlie, you out there? Over. Hello?
My family, my wife and kids. You know perfectly well what you've got to do. I can't do it. Don't ask me to do it. You're asking me to sign their death warrant. My own family. Damn it, don't you think I'm aware of that? I'll still be here when you drop the fucking stuff.
No.
Don't you lecture me about sacrifice, you
stupid bastards!
If you're so full of ideas, you come here and try dealing with it. Tell them the time when we had a choice is over. Tell them to do it. You've got to do it now.
Wade called me in about 6 weeks after, once he thought I could cope with knowing. I cannot ever repay you for what you did.
She was a good woman, Frank.
The best.
You should come back to church. Back to the community. You're missed.
I hate him, Father. I can't get down on my knees and pretend otherwise. And I don't understand why you don't hate him too.
I try my hardest not to, Frank. Goes against the job description somewhat. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for. The conviction of things not seen. We have to trust him. Even when his methods are hidden from view. Maybe see you on Sunday?
Never. Don't go, Frank. Mr. Light has left me all by myself. The story is interesting, but there's just way too much ground to cover, and not going fast enough is not going well for me. It was meant well. But it's just not. It's just not doing it.
I hung up on Stephen. He doesn't understand. Even if he were here to experience it directly, I'm still not sure he would. There has to be a way of consolidating, of offering reciprocal amplification to this signal.
Death is the only way. Which way did I just come from? Oh. You just crossed that bridge? I just crossed the bridge. Okay. It's almost like the hang up here. Oh. Or to the house. Probably to the house first. So there's a magical light heading over here. I thought I heard it from over there. Where are you?
How's your sister, Frank?
We've not spoken since the funeral.
Ah, I see. Well, listen, I did rather wonder if you might do me a bit of a favor and check in on her, see if she's all right.
Dr. Wade, if they dropped the bomb, there'd be no left but cockroaches and Wendy Boyles.
It's a bit odd, really. There's an old chap, John Coles, regular visitor at Lakeside,
So
went
Wendy's not the
walkabout
mom,
sometime
Wendy's the
last night.
sister.
Now it appears Mrs. Boughton has done the same.
Enid? Well, that'd be clever. They amputated her leg last spring.
Yes, that's the thing. I've also got a surgery full of people with nosebleeds and headaches. The council are saying influenza, but I've been practicing for 35 years and I'm not convinced. I just wondered if you might pop by and see her.
Even if I did, do you really think she'd let me in?
Fine. Forget it. I'll see her. Leave it to me. Oh, and Frank, call the hospital and get them to collect all this stuff. It's been 8 months.
In the toilet? Something in this portion of the...
It's bloody England. You can't just stop the train, stop people travelling about the place. I don't like it, Frank. I don't like it at all.
And nobody likes it. No sense sweating cobs over it.
Folk all riled about it, giving me grief. I didn't stop the bloody trains, did I? And did they give me any warning? No, they bloody didn't. Yesterday, it's all like keep 'em calm, Howard, minor disruptions, and today it's all government edicts and not until further notice, and you'll manage. Half the village has vanished.
It's a couple of people. It's hardly half the village.
Oh, right now. But you forget, I've seen things. I was in the Falklands. I tell you, I got out the old air raid siren to test it this morning.
Air raid siren? What on earth are you going to do with one of those?
I found it in the station storeroom. Took it home, stuck it under the bed. Thought it might be worth something one day. Oh, damn it.
It's all right. It's just a nosebleed. Here, use my Yankee. It's clean.
Oh, thanks, Frank, thanks. Been getting like a bloody train all day.
Morning, Frank.
You look a little out of breath. What's up?
Bloody observatory gates have failed. I came to see if I could borrow a ladder.
Bloody hell, there's a 12-foot drop the other side of that wall.
I'm old, but I'm not useless now. Can I borrow the ladder?
No one said you were useless. Reese?
Aye, Frank?
Fetch Graham the ladder, will you, lad? It's round the side of the barn.
Will do.
And you be careful. I don't want Stephen Appleton coming mithering round here because you've broken your neck. I want to word with you.
Jeez, what the bloody hell are you doing?
What are you up to?
Get out of my way. This is important.
You've been with Lizzie. You mess with her, I'll knock your bloody block off,
I
son.
need to track the pattern. It's critical.
What are you talking about, Stephen? People are sick. Birds are dying. My cows are dead. Where's Kate?
Set up at the tower for all I know. I could recalibrate the radial coordinates on the primary oscillators. If that holds up...
Stephen, where's Kate? What's going on?
Just keep out of my way!
Huh?
So who am I? Am I Kate or Stephen? Or am I Wendy? Is that why I'm moving so slow? Almost to the window.
You never mentioned anything about them sickening yesterday.
I checked them last night on the way back, and they were fine. I woke up this morning and the whole lot had gone. Tell me, Charlie, have you heard any birds today?
Well,
I've not really been paying any attention.
That sister of mine reckons they're dropping out the sky all round the region. And Dr. Wade reckons there's sick folk all over the village.
Meg said not to bother trying to get deliveries out. Set the quarantine in the whole valley. I reckon it's best we just sit it out. It'll all come right, Frank.
This'll all come right?
Yeah, right. I am sorry about your cows, Frank. But when things settle down, they'll see you all right. There's got to be provision for this sort of thing.
You want to listen to the radio more? Things don't seem like they're settling down at all. I tell you, Charlie, something big is happening.
Well, that explains all the flies and the blue terps. Well, there's still butterflies.
There you go.
Oh, thanks, Frank. That should get it out of the way. I don't know what happened. It just died on me.
Give it another go.
Oh, I only just put petrol in it as well. Robert's taken the other car into town. I wish he'd get back. He promised me that he'd be back this morning.
You think he's off on another bender?
Oh, I can't police him all the time, Frank. He's not a child.
What's going on, Lizzie?
Nothing.
You're seeing Stephen again, aren't you? You two can't keep pithering on like this. If Robert hasn't already worked it out, he soon will.
Oh, not if he carries on drinking the way he is. Shit. Pardon my French, but bloody shitting thing, why won't it start?
Come on, I'll give you a lift.
Got the telescope up and running again, but the pattern has burnt itself onto the lens. It's soaking up light and radiation, but not routing it anywhere, so I can only guess that it's using it as an energy source in its attempts to communicate. It needs more power. I wonder if I could boost the reception by using multiple towers.
That was a good idea. Obviously, it didn't work out. Whatever she did. Not working out very well. Not one bit. One of these energy beams.
Frank! Frank, for God's sake, stop!
Keep back, you bastard. I know what you've done.
Where's Lizzie? Where is she? I've got to find her.
You stay away. Someone's got to warn them. Someone's got to stop it.
You can't stop it. You have to understand. You hate me, I get that. But if we don't do this, it's not just the valley, it's everything, Frank. It's all gone.
You're talking bollocks.
You can't stop it! Jesus!
You take one step closer, I'll bash your bloody skull in, I swear to God.
All right, I'm going. But if you see Lizzie, tell her to get out. There's still time. Please, Frank. For her, not me.
If you're that bloody caring, you can save her yourself.
Don't you get it? I have to stay. Someone has to be here to confirm that everyone is dead.
Are Stephen and Frank not related? I totally crushed that. There's a red one.
So he managed to get the transfer to the observatory then?
Well, this Catherine woman must have swung it. Now he says they're getting married before they come back. It's typical. Why can't he just wait till he's home?
Are you gonna go?
Goodness, no. It'll be full of her people. I expect they do things differently.
You wanna come in for a cup of tea?
Oh, I don't think so.
For Christ's sake, woman, it's been 8 months. Won't you just come in and talk?
Well, you didn't want to talk when Mary was still alive. You and Charlie Tate out drowning your sorrows when you should have been at home nursing your wife.
You can be a nasty old bird, Wendy Boyles.
Frank Appleton, you come back here and say that again. Our mother always said you were a bad egg. You'll come a cropper, you mark my words.
Okay, I was wrong about that too. Okay, so the red horn is in the window. Well, who turned it on? cooperating with me. And it really does not want to work with me, does it? I'm pretty sure I got it then.
My name is Frank Jacob Appleton. And if you're listening to this, then maybe Stephen was right. And by sending the planes, he stopped it all getting worse. It's a beautiful morning. I wasn't there when Mary died. I was too scared. So I went to the pub instead. What will be, Frank, she said. And I just want you to face it with me. And I didn't. But I will now. I will face it with you now, Mary. They're coming.
Exactly bombs. Gas bombs. Did that solve? So we'll finish out where this road leads in the next episode.